Hi, it's Laurie at Positive Thanks Living, and I'm finished with this folio. This is the third week of Cara Brandon Creations and Nathalie at LineDotArrow, their collaboration. The first week we made the folio. I started with 3 envelopes, like the window envelopes. I'll put a picture in here so you can see. And then the second week we decorated everything. So it's got little tags and lots of die cuts, and in the windows there's pretty things to look at. A little notebook is here. And this week, the third week, we completed a journal, a signature. Mine is necessarily small or narrow, so that compact maybe is a better word, so that it fits in this folio well. So it has some tags here and just a couple of papers to write in, and it's held in here with an elastic that is so that this is removable, so you can remove the remove the folder from the folio. And the hashtag that's been going with it is lavender and lace. And if you put that into your search bar, you'll find all the other participants in this challenge. And it was in 3 Facebook groups, everybody's pictures. And someone will win some prizes in the Facebook groups. I'm going to put everything below. So I'm done this challenge, 3 weeks. But while I was doing it, I was also working on another journal. So I think what I will be doing is including this folio, lavender and lace folio, in with the other as an accompaniment to the other journal, which should be done shortly. I have the basics yet to do of this other journal, and it's my dessert and tea journal. So this folio from the collaboration between Cara Brandon is going to go together with the journal that I'm currently working on. And this is it. I'm going to try and make sure it's in frame, and it looks like this might be a problem. So just hang on. I'm going to stop the video and raise it up a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Hang on now. Okay, and we're back. This is the journal. Yeah, it started out as packaging, like a box packaging, and I covered it with an old tea towel that was my mom's. She's now in assisted living, so when I took everything, she's had to downsize her life significantly, so I took things home, and this was a tea towel that was in her cupboard. It's linen, and I covered the packaging with the tea towel and made a little pocket by flipping it over a wee bit. And if you recognize these are from the lavender and lace original inserts that I didn't measure correctly. So they are going to be used, can be used for whatever, as writing boards in this journal. Now I have 3 signatures, 1, 2, 3, and if you look further back in my videos, you'll see I've been playing with this encyclopedia paper that's from the early 1900s. Sorry, late 1900s. Wait. 1898 is the age of the paper. And I covered them with paper napkin because they're so fragile by themselves. And it solved all the problems for their sturdiness, their integrity. You can write on them. They have a wonderful texture. It's soft. And you can see the writing through. There's also some tea stain paper that I used a little bit of dye with. And pages from a tea book. And some edging that was from my mom, another cloth that was in her stash. And this is hand done trim. The cloth was starting to lose its integrity. It had been in the sun on her balcony. So when I washed it, it ended up with a few holes. This is a little flower made from wrinkled seam binding from someone on Etsy, and I'll link below where I found it. This is a paper bag that I covered with the encyclopedia paper and some collaging, and music paper from the 1930s. And these pages you're seeing, they're commercially done. I didn't do these, but I really like the look of them. They called them watercolor papers. This is a book from the 1800s, and yeah, it was falling apart. So if you can see, I hope you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's like a texture to the paper. It's really cool. I used washi tape to strengthen the seam so that when I do sew it in, it'll be sturdy. This is resume paper, but it's a linen style, so it has texture too. And I really like the yellow creaminess of the color. And more of this again with the different napkins on them. And I made some of these envelopes from the encyclopedia paper with the what do you call it, the paper napkins on top, so they're throughout. I'll just quickly go. See, this here is the same as this napkin, but I painted the napkin. And this is another pretty napkin that was my mom's, actually. It's fine. I don't think it's paper. It's like I don't know. It's so thin, but very strong, almost impossible to tear. I've been playing with chiffon ribbon. You can see that I just simply did a line through with embroidery floss and gathered it. So I'm just playing as I decorate this journal, adding things to make it special. Isn't that a gorgeous color here? This purpley blue. And I have yet to add actual tea bags. I have them ready to work with. So more tea things will be included. So these are my digitals that I created, and they'll be on Positive Thanks Living, the website.com. If you want to download them yourself and play with the images, I just would ask that you can use the images in journals, physical journals that you make, but please don't sell them. This, interestingly enough, I subscribe to Canva, and this is an image where I put into their artificial intelligence image creator, AI. I told them I wanted two ladies at a table having tea. So this was created from AI. Cool, huh? A little scary, but still cool. I said I wanted it in a watercolor fashion. I'm doing some collaging. And the theme is tea and dessert. So I got a box from Your Creative Studio that I am using what they sent, some of the things that they sent, like these stickers in particular with different desserts on them. So, oh, I have to decorate with this. Yeah, so you can see where I am at this point. This is a tuck so that a tag can go in. More and more and more. So this is going to be a pocket, and this is some real baby's breath that somebody sent me, and I dried it, and it's behind a sticker. You can see the window. Yeah, window. I'm going to do a how-to, but you can imagine how it's made. I just cut around the edge. And so that'll go in there. This pocket that I created. Yeah, that's where I am on this journal. So that's what you'll be seeing as I finish up with this journal. Again, with the linen. It's so soft, and yeah, I ironed it onto packaging, and I'm thinking I might put some corners on here, and I have an idea for the front, but it's going to cover up the rows, and I don't know where to go from there. So that's a still to be determined. And I'll show you some of the ephemera that I've made. Tags, of course. Again, some of the dessert stickers. This is some of the book pages from that old book. This, I was fooling around with some slow stitching, embroidery. I don't know what you call it. It's not the most, I'm not real happy with it, but it's okay. I got rid of the ones that I didn't like at all. And this is a pocket with 2 book pages. So I'm going to put that down on one of the music papers, I think. So you can have a pocket behind here, and this is a pocket. And more of the chiffon ribbon that I'm just exploring now as a medium. Embrace beautiful chaos. And some dessert. And all kinds of desserts there. Collect beautiful moments. That's tea and dessert, right? It's interesting. I've been looking at different movies. I try to collect movies to watch with Rob when he's home. Rob is my husband. And I am looking at the different movies and watching when they were made. And I find myself thinking, oh, that was before the pandemic, or that was after the pandemic, the whole before and after, and our mindset. A party without cake is just a meeting. My point comes back to the statement, embrace beautiful chaos. I think, I'm hoping we're getting back to that period of time where we can gather, and, you know, the cups in the sink are piled up because we're all together with each other and enjoying beautiful moments. I hope so. Yeah, that's a part of our history, our experience moving forward. This is going to be a belly band. See the cake? Yeah, all these stickers were from Your Creative Studio, their bake box. This will be a pocket. I can put a tag in there. And this is from Cara Brandon and Nathalie's collection, the paper, and I don't remember which belongs to which anymore. But this is a die cut. I've been incorporating many die cuts into things. Another pocket and a tag. And a little notebook. I think I'll put some of that pretty paper in there to make a notebook. This is embossed, and this is fabric on top, and I embossed it all at the same time. So you can emboss fabric too. I didn't know. Did you? And wishing you happiness with some cake. To me, that makes sense. Having a cup of tea. So I'll be including some of the ladies. Doing Cara and Nathalie's collaboration sort of got me leaning into the idea of using female images. Yeah, there's no such thing as too much candy. I don't know if a dentist would agree, but hey, that's what the sign said. And remember that video of the extras that I made? Well, they're going to go into this journal too. So that's what comes next for me, anyhow, what I'm working on. Now that I've completed the 3-week challenge. And yeah, so I'll just get started working on this. And I wish you happy crafting in what you're making. I think I wanted to put this in the back. See, I backed this with cardstock too. What do you think? I think that'll go nicely at the back. And I thought that I would speed this up. I am a slow crafter. So I'll just add a little voiceover over top of my crafting to let you know what I'm doing. This is Art Glitter Glue. No glitter in this glue. It's just the name of the company. And I'm putting it down on the paper as a pocket. I want to put that pretty paper, tuck it in behind, the one that I have the window with the baby's breath in, the dried baby's breath. And it worked well. Matching the colors, the reds from the washi and the sticker. And what's next? I'm thinking I might have to put something over top of that if it doesn't dry well. These pages I've folded over the edge of the tea book pages, but I don't want to glue them down in case somebody would like to actually read what's on the page. There's recipes and stuff. I need to find a tag that'll go in there that'll fit. I don't think the first one does, but I find one. There, that works. And onto a doily. Yes, I would like to save us all the annoyance of watching me put this doily on, glue it. I want to use glue stick with the doily, but it just doesn't seem to, it's very gluey, which is good. That's what we want, right? But still, how do you glue your doilies on? I end up with a lot of excess left on the gluing page that I have to scrape off and try and make use of. Unfortunately, these doilies that I have are quite strong. They're not going to rip or tear. But, yeah. And the images that I'm going to put on, they're vellum stickers, originally from Your Creative Studio. The box that I got, it was called Bake. And there's all these images of desserts and people enjoying goodies. This lady, she's having afternoon tea. There's an image on that vellum sticker is a picture of a clock, and it's 4 o'clock on the clock. So 4 o'clock tea. I like tea. I go through seasons where tea is either really prevalent or not. My favorite is a peach tea. It's a white peach. And it tastes good both hot and cold, so that if it's in my cup and I forget to drink it, I can still drink it cold. And then this, another doily with the lady in the tea cup. Trying to use up what's left of that glue as well as I can. I like this glue. And once I've discovered that if you use enough of it, it will stick, I'm happy to use it. And I like the fact that that it adheres so well and so firmly. But I'll probably have to go back to each of the doilies once everything's dried and make sure that it's all stuck down well and use my art glitter glue. The next page that I pull out, it's got some writing on it. I either watch crafting videos or I listen to podcasts while I'm crafting. So if there's a phrase that strikes me, I grab whatever page is available, paper, and I write it down on there. So this one just happens to say, social media is an engine of envy. And it can be. That's why I like our junk journaling community so much. It's a friendly place where we encourage each other. It's not about comparison. Rather, it's about learning from each other and encourage each other to keep crafting in a way that's complementary. And I think this is as much as I decide I'm going to craft today. Anyhow, it's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Take care. It was fun doing Cara Brandon's challenge with Nathalie from LineDotArrow. And I'm going to include this one. I'm done with the journal. I'm going to put it on my Etsy if anybody wants it. Take care. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Happy crafting. I want to say welcome to the new subscribers and invite you, if you're watching this and haven't subscribed, to go ahead and let's spend some more time together. Bye for now. See you next time.